Hiya, Happy New Year. I hope you've got a fantastic Christmas and a fantastic New Year. 2020, new start to channel, new some stuff changing. So we're starting with a new home upgrade. So we've probably seen a video where I've done an upgrade here before, put a rack in the cupboard here, which has now become a bit of an eyesore. So check it out. So, so there's the rack, and it's come, as I said, a bit of an eyesore. It's fallen out the cabinet. The switch we upgraded to was done by Linksys. Fantastic job, Linksys. Again, it's not rackable, and it's up there. Cables are all over the place, and we're no longer on Virgin Media anymore. We're on like BT here. So all this needs to be come out and replaced. We're putting a business switch on here and a PoE switch. So we've got the PoE for the wireless access points in the house, and then we've got the business switch, and we're going to put more cables in the bedrooms, because as the kids have got more grown up, they've got new devices for Christmas, new PCs, they want to go faster. BT's now updated their speeds on the internet, so we can now go up to 300 megabits rather than their standard 70 meg now. Kids are now doing like video streaming, uploading, YouTubing, you name it, they're doing it online now, and it's all live. And kids have got new phones for Christmas, so they're YouTubing off of that, Netflixing, you name it, they're doing it. And the biggest thing here is the kids socialise a lot with their friends. It's all over FaceTime, and one of my kids here, which is Rihanna, she tends to FaceTime 3 people at the same time, or 2 people at the same time, and they're literally online constantly with it. It's not like they FaceTime for 5-10 minutes, they're on it for hours, absolute hours. So we need to get all this equipment upgraded. We need to get to Cat 6 at least, because this is Cat 5 at the moment, and we need to tidy all this cupboard up and get all this junk out of the cupboard, make it look clean and tidy. So 2020, this is happening. So I have the equipment, just need to sort the time out and get this job done. So we can get this cabinet off, get it out, and we're going to stand it, put it against the wall, make it much more neat and tidy. So we're looking at doing 2 ports in this front room here. Or actually, it's going to be 4 ports in this room here. So we've got 2 for the access point, because it can now low balance and gives 2 gig throughput on that side. So we're going to make sure that's got 2 ports at least, and the telly here has it all built in. So we're going to make sure that's on Wi-Fi at the moment. So we're going to change it over to cable, so it's always super fast, super quick itself going forward. So that's going to happen here. So a nice cable run in here. Cat 6 currently has only 1 port up there, Cat 5. So it needs sorting out, and I need to get this all cabled and trunked. I started doing it, then realised the person who painted the room painted over the port. So I couldn't use the one that's in the trunking. So I need to get a little small brush and get rid of the paint on it and connect it back again, be much more tidier. So there's little jobs that I need to do as well. And the biggest jobs as well is each room in the bedroom needs to have 2 access points each. The boys need 4 because they've got small devices. And Jay's got 2 ports in his room, and I need to put 2 or maybe 4 ports in the girls' room. So we need to put additional ports there. And we also need to sort out the outside cabling, which is absolutely horrendous. So this is what we're going to do from the outside. So I don't know if you've seen my last lot of videos, but currently this is the cabling on the wall, straight into the main smaller understairs cupboard where all the equipment is at the moment. So we're going to place all this cable here to Cat 6, and we're going to properly trunk this now, which goes up in the wall, and you can see it goes above, all the way down to the back of the house. And when I've been putting stuff through, there's a bit of a clog happening here, but I'm not going to worry about it a year, and I need to put it through, but we'll replace it with Cat 6 anyway, so all that will be pulled through tightly nicely. And that goes off down to that room in the house, the back of the room there. But we also have 4 cables on this port here that runs to my man cave shed here. We're not going to replace those just yet, because that basically means digging up the actual, let me show you. It means digging up the trench there, because we buried the cables before, and I'm not going to dig them back up again. So for the moment, that will stay on the Cat 5 pairs at the moment anyway. And at a later date, we'll probably run probably temporary down the fence Cat 6 to there start with. We'll make sure there's plenty of snag at the end there, so eventually when it gets to more the summertime and the ground's a bit more softer and things like that, I may dig the trench back up, take the old 4 pairs out and put the new 4 pairs down in there. I may even lay some fibre optic cable going through it. It means one cable It's always going to be super fast. So that's what we're going to happen in 2020 as well, getting the shed upgraded with more connections, faster speeds, because that's where my servers sit. We've got some new servers coming on board, so I'll be installing servers at my flat, which is about 4 miles away from here, and there'll be servers here, and they'll both will be load balancing each other. At the moment, they currently sort of do it, but I'm going to implement a full solution. So when I save stuff at home, it's synced here. If I upload stuff here, it syncs my flat going forward as well. Yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. Put fibre between the sheds, definitely. If I could afford it, I mean, fibre's cheap to lay. Okay, you can buy the ends already made up for you. You can just go to a company and say, I need X amount of meters of fibre, terminate both the ends for me, because also it means buying a terminating machine or renting it, or finding somebody that can actually do that can be expensive. So the cheapest solution is buying a cable pre-cut to the size and pre-terminated for you. That's easy enough to do. But it's the end bits that plugs into your switches. It's the switch ends that cost the most expensive bits. You can buy like these little converters, convert fibre back to Ethernet quite easily, but they can be quite expensive. Otherwise I would wire the whole house up with fibre optic, easy. Put fibre cards in all the PCs, so they will have super fast. That we'd love to do. But 10 gig Ethernet's out there. It's coming more cheaper. So upgrading these cables here will make us the next step forward to go in 10 gig Ethernet anyway. So I would hopefully get a sponsor soon, because my channel's growing, that someone will maybe sponsor the 10 gig Ethernet switches, because we need at least 16 ports here at least, and they're very expensive at the moment, because I know the smaller ones comes in about 4 and stuff. It's really sort of reasonably cheap for me to get. I'd rather have a big switch if we're going to do it. If we're going to do it, I want to do it properly anyway, itself anyway. So there's lots of upgrades in the sheds going to happen over the next 2020 as well. Recabling the house, definitely going to happen. That'll probably happen in the next month or so. Probably do all the inside upgrade stuff first, get the switches in place, get the cupboard sorted out, and then we'll come out when it's a bit more warmer weather and get all this cable in the house sorted out as well going forward. And I'll leave the shed till very last. So if we're going to do fibre, we'll leave that till last. I'll get the cable made up and get it terminated so it can just lay straight in. And when I get the funding, I can then terminate the ends. And then we have super fast speed in the shed itself. Shed's great. It's still going strong. Full electricity in there. I painted the shed white because it reduces the heat during the summertime, which does a massive job. It really does reduce the heat quite a lot. So again, when the weather gets a bit more warmer, I'm saying that and the sun's coming out now, we'll then start painting the rest of the shed, because it's only the front part here of the shed that's white. I've done partial one-sided of the shed, which is this side here, but this side needs to be painting white as well. And because it reduces heat quite a bit, there's still a lot of heat coming in from the roof. So I need to put a layer of like this. There's a special plastic tubing you can buy that goes over your shed roof, and it's got a gap in between that allows one side to be hit by the sun. By the time it hits the bottom part of it, it's cooler, so it reduces the heat coming in through the ceiling, because I think that's where most of the heat comes in. But apart from that, at the moment, because we've still got cold weather and stuff, that shed is warmer than the house. That's amazing. It's always at like 18 degrees in there, which is really nice. And the servers obviously put a little bit of heat out there, which is great, because my daughter sits in there and does a lot of art stuff, and it's awesome. So lots of stuff changing 2020. So we've got lots of videos coming in, more reviews coming up. I'll be buying more equipment to review, and hopefully have more sponsors coming on board that will send us equipment that we can review going forward. So lots going on. So yeah, here comes 2020, and Jack will be doing more videos, and I'm doing a lot more how-to stuff going forward. So over the next couple of weeks, I'll be doing lots of how-to videos covering applications, software. I've got lots of new software I've been trying out at the moment, so we're doing some how-to videos on that. App reviews, product reviews, software reviews going forward. Antivirus software, I've got a new product trying out on my virtual desktops. So yeah, I've got a colleague that's now working with me. She's on the virtual desktop now, which is working really well. She's speaking to a company at the moment that might, fingers crossed, come on board. Now they'll be shifting probably about 50 users. So there'll be a new server going in place. There'll be a second server going in place for load balancing with the users. So fingers crossed, she'll pull that off. Let's see what happens in 2020. So thanks guys for watching, and all the new subscribers. stay tuned. Don't forget that notification button to know when I come online, when a new video gets uploaded. I'm going to try and aim for a video once a week, as I always try to do. Well, I've been a bit lax recently, but that's what I'm going to do. New 2020 target is get a video out every single week, whether it's a review, whether it's a how-to guide or something. We'll get something out every single week for you guys going forward, because I want to grow this channel, put more effort into this channel going forward. So it'll be fantastic. And hopefully there'll be some more reviews coming up, and there's going to be lots of new stuff coming up in events this year. So we're going to try and get on them as well. Can't be at the SEE show. I'd love to be there over to do Las Vegas, to do the SE show, but maybe next year we're aiming towards getting over there and having a look at all the Super Tech Up coming up. And I might do some news updates on current stuff that's coming out, phone stuff. So there's lots of gossip on CPUs, new GPUs are coming to market, all that sort of stuff. So I might do a little news update between the weeks as well going forward. I might do them as live feeds rather than actually doing pre-recorded videos. So yeah, so 2020, here we come. Thanks to all the fantastic new subscribers, all the followers. So if you are following me, please do hit the subscribe button. That'd be so awesome. And again, please thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't like the video. And if you've got any comments, questions, suggestions of what for me to do going forward, please put them below in the description. Be happy to review and see what you guys say out there, and see if I can get them sorted as well. So thanks a lot, guys. Cheers. Happy New Year.